Hello from Mindset Daily, wishing you a day full of health, peace, and happiness. Thank you for watching the Mindset Daily channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe to support us. Thank you so much.
Have you ever wondered why some people radiate confidence while others struggle to find it? What if I told you confidence isn't inherited, but built one decision at a time? And what if the secret to unstoppable confidence has been within you all along, waiting to be awakened? Confidence isn't something you're born with. It's not written in your genes, and it's not determined by your height, looks, or background. Confidence is built, brick by brick, day by day, choice by choice. Isn't that good news? Because if it can be built, then anyone can build it, including you, especially you. Think about a child learning to walk. They fall again and again, yet they never say, "Maybe walking isn't for me." They rise, they try, and one day they walk, then they run, then they climb mountains. That's the miracle of human potential, the power of persistence, and it's the foundation of unstoppable confidence. The root of all confidence is simple. It comes from keeping promises to yourself. Not grand promises, but small, daily ones that seem insignificant, yet add up to something remarkable. When you wake up at the time you said you would, you make a deposit in your confidence account. When you read 10 pages of a good book, you make another. When you finally make those 3 calls you've been putting off, your confidence grows again. It's not the size of the promise that matters, it's keeping it. Most people think success creates confidence, but they've got it backward. Confidence creates success. And confidence comes from mastery, from discipline, from self-trust. The kind you earn through proving to yourself, over and over, that you'll do what you say you'll do. That's why I say confidence isn't found, it's built. It's not a treasure you stumble upon. It's something you construct intentionally, through small acts of integrity between you and yourself. Over the years, I've discovered 4 cornerstones of unstoppable confidence. 4 pillars that hold up everything that follows. Now, let's talk about the magnificent structure we're building together. The first cornerstone is knowledge, not general education, but specialized knowledge. It's the kind of understanding that helps you solve problems in your chosen field. When you've done your homework, when you've put in the hours of study and practice, you speak with authority because you know. I once met a young man who wanted to become a public speaker. He told me, "Mr. Rohn, I feel nervous every time I speak. I don't have any confidence." I asked him, "How much have you studied the art of public speaking?" He admitted, "Not much." I said, "That's your problem. Confidence isn't a magical feeling that suddenly appears. It's the natural result of preparation, study, and practice." The ancient Romans used to say, "Fortune favors the prepared mind." I like to say, confidence favors the prepared mind too. The second cornerstone is action. Knowledge without action is like owning a library of books you never read. Potential without movement remains only theory. You must act on what you know. And here's the truth. Action comes before confidence, not after. Most people think, once I feel confident, then I'll act. But that's not how it works. You act first, even when you're afraid or uncertain, and the confidence follows. I remember when I first started speaking professionally. Was I nervous? Absolutely. Did I feel like an imposter sometimes? Of course. But I acted anyway. I stood on that stage, delivered my message, and with every presentation, my confidence grew stronger. So don't wait until you feel confident to start that business, ask for that promotion, or chase that dream. Start now, with whatever confidence you have, and let it expand through consistent action. The third cornerstone is integrity. This one often surprises people. You might ask, what does integrity have to do with confidence? The answer is everything. True confidence isn't about how others see you. It's about how you see yourself when no one's watching. When you live in alignment with your values, when you tell the truth even when it's hard, when you follow through on what's right, you build a kind of inner strength that can't be shaken. When you do the right thing, even when it costs you something, you develop an inner confidence that no outside force can shake. I've met people who looked confident on the surface but were deeply insecure inside. Why? Because they knew they weren't being truthful with themselves. They were pretending, cutting corners ethically, and that quiet dishonesty slowly corroded their confidence, like rust eating away at metal. True confidence requires alignment between your inner and outer worlds. It demands integrity. Without it, confidence is just an act, fragile and temporary. With it, you stand unshakable because you trust who you are. The fourth and final cornerstone is resilience. The ability to bounce back after failure, to try again when things fall apart, to face mistakes, and keep going anyway. Confident people aren't those who never fail. They're the ones who understand that failure isn't fatal, it's feedback. It's not the end of the road, just a detour leading to growth. I've failed many times myself, made poor investments, given bad advice, missed opportunities. But I didn't let those moments define me. I let them refine me. That's what resilience is all about. It's not about pretending to be tough. It's about being adaptable, like a tree that bends with the wind rather than breaking under it. That's true strength. That's true confidence. Now, let's talk about the daily disciplines that sustain unstoppable confidence. Because confidence isn't built overnight, not in a day, a week, or even a month. It's built through small, consistent actions that compound into an unshakable foundation. The first daily discipline is taking care of your physical health. It might seem unrelated, but it's deeply connected. Your body and mind are partners. When you exercise regularly, eat nourishing foods, get enough rest, and avoid habits that drain you, you simply feel better. And when you feel better, you naturally project confidence. I'm not suggesting you become a fitness fanatic or follow an extreme diet. What I'm saying is simple: honor your body. It's the vessel that carries your spirit, your potential, and your purpose through this life. When you honor your body, your confidence naturally follows. The second daily discipline is continuous learning. The moment you stop learning, you start to decline, intellectually, emotionally, even spiritually. And with that decline comes a drop in confidence. Read books, listen to educational programs, attend seminars, seek mentors, ask questions, stay curious. The more you learn, the more you know, the more you know, the more capable you become, and capability breeds confidence. I've often said that formal education may make you a living, but self-education can make you a fortune. More than that, it makes you confident in your ability to face whatever challenges life puts in your path. The third daily discipline is goal setting. Not vague hopes or wishes, but clear, measurable goals that push you beyond your comfort zone. Goals give you direction. They create focus and purpose. Every time you reach one, even a small one, your confidence expands because you've proven to yourself that you can do what you said you would. Start with goals that are realistic and achievable to build momentum, then gradually increase the challenge. It's like strength training for your confidence. Each success makes you stronger for the next. The fourth daily discipline is positive self-talk. The words you say to yourself shape your beliefs, your actions, and ultimately, your destiny. Pay attention to your inner dialogue. When you catch yourself thinking, "I can't do this," or "I'm not good enough," stop and challenge it. Replace those thoughts with realistic, empowering messages that acknowledge the difficulty but affirm your ability to overcome it. This isn't about blind optimism or empty affirmations. It's about truthful encouragement. The kind that reminds you, yes, this is hard, but I can handle it. The fifth daily discipline is helping others. At first, it might seem unrelated to confidence, but it's deeply connected. When you serve others, when you teach, mentor, or encourage someone else, you reinforce your own sense of worth and capability. Contribution strengthens character, and with it, your confidence grows. Because when you lift others, you rise too. The confidence you build by helping others succeed will overflow into every part of your life. But now, let's talk about the things that destroy confidence. The habits, thought patterns, and behaviors that quietly erode your self-belief and hold you back from your full potential. The first confidence killer is comparison. Theodore Roosevelt once said, "Comparison is the thief of joy." I'd add, it's also the thief of confidence. When you constantly compare yourself to others, especially in this age of social media where everyone showcases their highlight reel while you're living your behind-the-scenes reality, you're setting yourself up for doubt and insecurity. The only person you should compare yourself to is who you were yesterday. Are you growing? Are you improving? That's what truly matters. The second killer is perfectionism, the belief that anything less than flawless is failure. It's the mindset that whispers, "If I can't do it perfectly, I shouldn't do it at all." But perfectionism is really fear in disguise. Fear of criticism, fear of disapproval, fear of not measuring up. And fear is the mortal enemy of confidence. Embrace progress, not perfection. Celebrate small wins. Acknowledge your growth. Remember, mastery is built on thousands of small mistakes made along the way. The third killer is negative environments, the places you spend time, the media you consume, and especially the people around you. Jim Rohn famously said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." If those 5 are negative, critical, and insecure, their energy will eventually rub off on you. Surround yourself with positive, supportive, confident people who believe in your potential and challenge you to grow. Your confidence will naturally rise to match the level of those around you. The fourth confidence killer is dwelling on past failures. Everyone fails. Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone has regrets. But confident people don't live in the graveyard of their past. They visit, they learn, and then they leave. Reflect on your mistakes, extract the lesson, and move forward with wisdom, not with guilt. Because looking back too long keeps you from walking toward what's ahead. Focus on the present and the future, on what you can control, and on your next move. The fifth and perhaps most dangerous confidence killer is what I call waiting for permission. Waiting for someone else to tell you that you're ready, that you're good enough, that you deserve success. But here's the truth. No one is coming to give you that permission. No one will suddenly appear and say, "Now you can be confident. Now you can pursue your dreams." You must give yourself that permission. You must decide that you are worthy, that your voice matters, and that what you have to offer has value. That decision, that quiet, internal authorization, is the ultimate act of confidence. Now let's get practical. Let's talk about how to build confidence in specific areas of your life. Because confidence isn't one single thing, it's situational. You might be confident in one area and uncertain in another. Let's start with professional confidence. How do you strengthen it? First, become technically excellent at what you do. There's no shortcut for competence. Study, practice, seek feedback, and keep improving. Second, dress the part. Whether you like it or not, how you present yourself shapes both how others see you and how you see yourself. When you look professional, you feel more professional, and that naturally elevates your confidence. Third, prepare thoroughly for important events, a presentation, a job interview, a negotiation, or a sales call. Preparation breeds confidence. It reduces uncertainty and gives you solid ground to stand on. Fourth, seek challenges. Volunteer for difficult projects. Take on responsibilities that stretch your skills. Every time you face and overcome something new, your professional confidence expands. Fifth, build a track record of small wins. Document your achievements. Keep a journal of your progress. When doubt creeps in, review those pages to remind yourself of what you've already accomplished, proof that you are capable and growing. Now, let's turn to social confidence. Many people who feel strong and capable in their careers struggle in social settings, at parties, networking events, or among new people. Why is that? Because professional confidence and social confidence aren't the same muscle. They require different forms of practice and awareness. So, how do you build confidence in social settings? In groups, at events, or among strangers? First, develop your conversational skills. Learn to ask thoughtful questions, listen attentively, and remember names. These are not natural gifts. They're skills you can study, practice, and master. Second, shift your focus outward. Instead of worrying about how you're being perceived, focus on making others feel comfortable. When your attention moves from yourself to others, social anxiety begins to fade. Third, practice regularly. Start small, casual interactions, brief conversations, low-pressure environments, and gradually move to more challenging situations. Each positive encounter adds another layer to your social confidence. Fourth, remember that most people are far more focused on their own thoughts and insecurities than on judging you. That feeling of self-consciousness you experience, everyone else feels it too. They're not analyzing your every word or gesture. Fifth, view social skills as learnable abilities, not innate traits. They can be developed through consistent effort, just like any other discipline. With time and repetition, you'll find yourself moving through social environments with ease and authenticity. Now let's move on to physical confidence. How you feel about your body, your physical abilities, and the way you carry yourself in the world. First, focus on health and vitality, not appearance. When you feel strong, energetic, and capable, confidence follows naturally. Second, find physical activities you enjoy and do them consistently. Dance, swim, hike, practice yoga, play tennis. The specific activity doesn't matter as much as showing up regularly and staying active. Third, set physical goals that challenge but don't overwhelm you. Run a 5K, learn to swim, master a yoga pose. Every time you hit a new goal, your trust in your body grows. Fourth, pay close attention to your posture and body language. The way you stand, move, and hold yourself sends powerful signals not only to others, but also to your own mind. Your posture plays a powerful role in how you feel. Stand tall, shoulders back, head up. The way you carry yourself influences your state of mind. When you move with confidence, you begin to feel more confident. Fifth, dress in a way that makes you feel good about yourself. This isn't about fashion or money. It's about wearing clothes that fit well, suit your body and personality, and make you feel comfortable in your own skin. Now, let's talk about emotional confidence. The belief that you can handle difficult emotions, recover from setbacks, and stay balanced under pressure. First, build emotional awareness. Learn to identify and name what you're feeling, because you can't manage what you don't recognize. Second, practice emotional regulation. Use deep breathing, meditation, journaling, or exercise, whatever helps you process and release emotions in a healthy way. Third, cultivate self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness and patience you'd show a close friend going through a hard time. Fourth, build a support network. People you can trust when you feel overwhelmed, who can offer comfort, perspective, and honest guidance. Fifth, remember that emotions are temporary. Even the most intense feelings eventually pass. Simply knowing this can give you the strength to face emotional storms with greater calm and confidence. Finally, let's explore moral confidence, the deep trust in your integrity and your ability to do what's right. First, clarify your values. What do you stand for? What principles guide your life? When your values are clear, your decisions become easier and your confidence in them grows. Second, live in alignment with those values, even when it's uncomfortable or costly. The short-term pain is worth the long-term peace of knowing you acted with integrity. Third, admit when you're wrong. Apologize and make things right. Moral confidence isn't about being flawless. It's about being honest with yourself and others. Fourth, stand up for what you believe in. Speak truth to power. Protect those who can't protect themselves. Each time you do, your moral confidence deepens, and your sense of self-respect grows stronger. Surround yourself with people of integrity who share your values. Their example will strengthen your resolve and inspire you to live by your principles. Now, let's talk about one of the greatest tests of confidence, how you handle criticism. Because if you're doing anything meaningful in this world, you will be criticized. It's not a possibility, it's a certainty. So how do you stay confident when others question, challenge, or even attack you? First, distinguish between constructive and destructive criticism. Constructive criticism is specific, actionable, and meant to help you grow. Destructive criticism is vague, personal, and often rooted in the critic's own frustrations. Learn to welcome the first and ignore the second. Second, remember that criticism often reveals more about the critic than about you. People project their own fears, insecurities, and limitations onto others. What they say about you often says more about them. Third, focus on your own standards instead of others' opinions. Ask yourself, am I living by my values? Am I doing my best work? Am I improving? Those are the questions that matter, not the noise from the sidelines. Fourth, use valid criticism as fuel for growth. When someone points out a real mistake or weakness, don't get defensive, get better. Use that feedback to refine your approach, strengthen your skills, and raise your performance. Fifth, learn to stand firm in the face of unfair criticism. When you know you're right, not out of ego, but conviction, stay grounded in your clarity and purpose. Confidence isn't arrogance. It's calm certainty built on truth. History is filled with innovators, reformers, and leaders who faced harsh criticism in their time. Yet, they stayed the course because they trusted their own judgment. That's the kind of confidence I want for you. The quiet strength to stand firm when others doubt you. Now, let's explore a powerful idea called the competence loop, a principle that can accelerate your growth in both skill and self-belief. Here's how it works. When you develop competence in any area, your confidence naturally grows. And as your confidence increases, you're more willing to take on new challenges that further enhance your competence. It's a positive feedback loop, one that, once set in motion, can carry you to extraordinary heights. But here's the key question. Which comes first, confidence or competence? The truth is, you need a little of both, but competence should lead the way. Start with learning, with practice, with building real skill. Confidence will follow naturally. Too many people try to build confidence through affirmations alone, through positive thinking without action. But that's like trying to build a house by sketching it on paper. The drawing might inspire you, but you can't live in it. Real confidence comes from real capability, from knowing, not just believing, that you can handle what's in front of you because you've developed the skills to do it. This doesn't mean you must be an expert before you feel confident. Far from it. It simply means your confidence should match your competence. A beginner can be confident as a beginner. A master can be confident as a master. Problems arise when there's a gap between the two. When you're far more confident than competent, you risk failure and disillusionment. When you're far more competent than confident, you limit your growth and miss opportunities. So, how do you keep them in balance? How do you ensure that your confidence and competence rise together, supporting each other instead of working against you? So how do you make sure your confidence and competence grow together? First, be honest with yourself about your current skill level. Not harsh or overly critical. Just honest. Where are you really right now? Second, set learning goals instead of performance goals. Focus on improving your skills, not proving them. This mindset keeps your confidence and competence aligned as they grow side by side. Third, seek feedback from trusted sources. Not just praise, but genuine, constructive feedback that reveals blind spots and areas for improvement. Fourth, celebrate progress, not perfection. Take pride in how far you've come, even while acknowledging how much more there is to learn. Fifth, be willing to be a beginner again and again. Start new learning curves with humility and curiosity. Paradoxically, that willingness to be temporarily inexperienced is a mark of deep confidence. Now, let's talk about building confidence through adversity. Because some of the most confident people I've ever met are those who have faced and overcome real hardship. They know what they're made of because they've been tested and passed the test. Adversity reveals character. It shows you who you truly are. When you realize you're stronger, more capable, and more resilient than you ever imagined, your confidence soars. This doesn't mean you should go looking for hardship. Life will bring enough challenges on its own. But when difficulties arise, as they always do, see them for what they are, opportunities for growth, learning, and building confidence. So how do you develop confidence through adversity? First, adopt a growth mindset. Believe that your abilities can improve through effort and persistence, and that challenges are opportunities to grow, not proof of your limits. Second, break big problems into smaller pieces. Don't try to conquer everything at once. Take one manageable step at a time. Third, look for the lesson in every setback, because inside every struggle lies a chance to grow stronger and wiser than before. When you face a setback, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow from this experience? There's always something valuable to take away, even from the most painful moments. Fourth, remember the challenges you've already overcome. You've survived 100% of your worst days. You've proven your resilience before. Draw confidence from that record of survival and triumph. Fifth, surround yourself with a strong support system. People who believe in you, encourage you, and remind you of your strength when you forget it yourself. Many of you may be facing serious challenges right now. Health problems, financial struggles, relationship pain, or professional setbacks. I want you to remember this. Even in your darkest moments lie the seeds of greater confidence. If you approach your struggles with the right mindset, you'll emerge stronger, wiser, and more capable than ever before. Now, there's a form of confidence we often overlook. One that doesn't shout, doesn't demand attention, yet carries incredible power. It's not the loud, brash kind our culture often celebrates. It's something deeper, the quiet confidence of authenticity. This kind of confidence comes from knowing who you are and being at peace with it. It doesn't need to dominate every conversation or prove it's the smartest in the room. It doesn't crave approval or constant validation. It simply rests in self-assurance, calm, grounded, and genuine. So, how do you build this quiet, authentic confidence? First, get clear on who you are, your values, strengths, passions, and purpose. Self-awareness is the foundation of authenticity. Second, accept your weaknesses and limitations without being defined by them. Everyone has flaws. Authentic confidence acknowledges them without shame or defensiveness. Third, stop trying to be someone you're not. Pretending drains your energy and blurs your identity. Instead, focus on becoming the best version of who you truly are. Fourth, learn to say no to people, commitments, and expectations that don't align with your values or growth. Every no to what's wrong creates space for what's right. Say no to opportunities that don't align with your values and priorities. Authentic confidence knows what it stands for, and just as importantly, what it doesn't. It knows what it wants and what it's willing to walk away from. Fifth, practice radical honesty with yourself and appropriate honesty with others. Stop pretending, stop performing. There's tremendous freedom and strength in simply telling the truth. Over the years, I've met many successful people. Some displayed that loud, look at me kind of confidence. Others carried a quiet, authentic confidence, steady, calm, and real. And let me tell you, it was always the second group who earned deeper respect, greater trust, and ultimately, more meaningful success. Now let's talk about where all this confidence leads. Because confidence itself isn't the goal. It's the tool, not the destination. The true purpose of building unstoppable confidence isn't just to feel good about yourself, though that's a welcome result. It's not about impressing others, even though it may happen naturally. It's about something far more powerful, contribution. Confidence allows you to share your gifts, fulfill your purpose, and make a difference in the world. Without it, too many talents remain hidden, too many ideas unspoken, too many dreams unrealized. And the world becomes poorer because of it. So I want you to imagine, what would you do if you had unstoppable confidence? What would you create? What would you say? What problems would you solve? What difference would you make? Hold that vision in your mind. Let it guide you, inspire you, and push you forward as you build your confidence day by day. The world needs your contribution, your unique perspective, your talents, your blend of experiences and insights. It needs what only you can give. And to give it fully, freely, and joyfully, you need one thing: true confidence. Not arrogance, not ego, but genuine, grounded belief in your ability to create value. As we come to the end of our time together, I want to leave you with both a challenge and a promise. The challenge is this: commit to building your confidence deliberately and consistently, day by day, using the principles we've discussed. Don't wait for confidence to find you. Go out and build it. Start small. Choose one area of your life where more confidence would make a real difference. Focus there first. Apply what you've learned. Watch what happens. Then expand to other areas. Build on your successes, learn from your setbacks, and keep moving forward. The promise is this: if you truly commit to this process, to building unstoppable confidence, your life will transform. Not overnight, not all at once, but steadily, unmistakably, and undeniably. You'll speak with greater authority. You'll act with more certainty. You'll recover from failure faster. You'll pursue opportunities more boldly. You'll live more fully. And most importantly, you'll make the contribution you were born to make. You'll fulfill the purpose that is uniquely yours. You'll become the person you were created to be. That's my promise to you. Not based on wishful thinking, but on decades of studying success and witnessing transformation. I've seen countless people, just like you, build confidence from the ground up, and in doing so, completely change their lives. So start today. Build your unstoppable confidence. One decision, one action, one day at a time. I've seen people transform their lives completely by building true confidence. The time is now. So let me ask you, if not now, when? If not here, where? If not you, who? When will you begin this journey toward unstoppable confidence? Where will you start? Who will make the decision, if not you? This moment, this day, this opportunity, it won't come again. You already have everything you need to begin: the principles, the tools, the understanding. Now, all that's left is the decision, the commitment, and the action. Will it be easy? No. Building anything worthwhile never is. Will there be setbacks? Absolutely. They're part of the process. But will it be worth it? Without question. Because when you build unstoppable confidence, you build an unstoppable life. One filled with impact, purpose, and meaning. Deep down, isn't that what we all want? To know that our time here mattered. That we became who we were capable of becoming. That we gave everything we had to give. That's the true reward of confidence. Not just success as the world defines it, but success as you define it, aligned with your values and guided by your purpose. So let's begin, right here, right now, together. Let's build unstoppable confidence, and through it, let's build lives of lasting impact and immeasurable value. Thank you for watching. I wish you health, happiness, and remember to subscribe to Mindset Daily for more inspiration and growth.